I've been eating mindfully for a week, and these are the things that I have noticed. Hi! It's been forever. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Thank you so much for coming back. It's been crazy. Thank you for being here. My name is Linda. If there's something wrong in here, there's something wrong out here. Okay, today we're gonna talk about mindful eating and why you should do it too. I've been eating mindfully for a week and I'm gonna talk about it. Eating mindfully essentially means that you sit down with your plate of food and you eat it. That's it. You are not to watch TV. You don't do anything but sit down and eat. I do sometimes like to listen to some soothing music. I'm not gonna listen to club music or anything while I'm eating because that's a little weird for me personally. That's just not my vibe. I want my digestive system. Why are you coming over here? Get back. I'm gonna find the chancleta.
Went from Mr. 305, Dade County.
Aiden, I'm not playing with you, bro. Anyways, I've been eating mindfully for a week, and these are the things that I have noticed. One, I've noticed a sense of well-being when I chew. There's something about sitting down and not having anything to do. I think that in 2023, not having multiple things that you're doing at once is rare, at least for me. For example, if I'm cooking, something's on. If I'm cutting something, something's on. If I'm cleaning, I'm listening to music, I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm listening to a YouTube video. Something in the background is on. If I'm showering, something is on. If I'm driving, something is on. I only have mindful times and quiet times when I make it a point to actually do it. When I made it a point to actually sit down with myself and eat peacefully, I guess you could say, you have nothing else to do except eat your food. So your mind essentially is just sitting there concentrating on chewing your food. So there's a sense of well-being and meditative peace that comes with that, and with enjoying every single flavor that goes in your mouth. That's benefit number one. Also, attaching a bonus point to I've never experienced this side of eating before. I've always wondered how people sit down and take 30 minutes to eat a plate, but I understand. I'll take 20 minutes to eat it. I think 30 minutes to eat, you're eating a lot. Good for you. A little bit more about my background with eating and why I did this challenge in the first place is because I personally struggle with eating in not 2 minutes. Like the person that I will scarf down my food. My food is gone. My best friend went to go take a picture of my food when we went to a restaurant once because the food had literally just hit the table and she was taking a picture of her food. And by the time she went to go take a picture of my food was gone. She's like, and I'm like, I have a hard time eating slowly. I grew up going from school, elementary, going straight to dance class afterwards. So I would have to eat in the car, change in the car, and brush my hair in the car. Like make my little bun, my with the pins. Like it had to be a nice bun, otherwise I can get in trouble if I didn't have nice hair. Not get in trouble, but I'm definitely getting called out, and you better have nicer hair than that next time, because what in the hell is that? I spent 12 years dancing, so that was majority of my life. Then I decided to go into the restaurant business, and I'm lucky if I don't pee on myself. I'm kidding. But the amount of times that I've almost peed on myself at a table is about a handful of times, because I try not to let it go there. I tried my best in the service industry and in the chaos to be living these hacks and these life hacks for mental health. But honestly, there's a reason that I quit. There's no way. I can't get 8 hours of sleep and be coming home at 2 a.m. from cleaning a restaurant and having to open it at 10 a.m. in the morning, and then also trying to meditate in the morning, do my morning routine, do YouTube, edit. Girl, it was not happening. 8 hours of sleep, where? There's 24 hours of time in a day that the sun rotates around, the earth rotates around the sun. Whoa. With that being said, this is super challenging for me. What I'm doing right now is really, really challenging for me. So besides that, another added benefit to this eating mindfully, eating in peace, eating in quiet, whatever you want to call it, is that if you didn't know it, you're gonna know now. Your digestion starts with your eyes. So your eyes visually look at something, food, and your mouth starts to water. Why does your mouth start to water? Because your saliva specifically is meant to break down the food that you are chewing. It's meant to soften up the food so that when it hits the digestion process, when it starts the digestion process, it's already pre-broken down so that your stomach doesn't have to do so much work. Your stomach can have the time to break down food easier. You're gonna essentially be able to have your body function at a more optimal level versus if you don't let your mouth begin the process, right? So for me, eating mindfully, I have no choice but to sit there and concentrate on chewing because I'm not concentrating on anything else. And so breaking it down in my mouth helps the saliva do its thing, you know, something that I've never experienced before in my life. This is a first for me. Where have I been? In that same breath, that's why it's also important to have visually appealing food. If you have food that looks ugh, you're gonna start off your meal by being like, well, it doesn't have to look ugh. I doubt anything that you ever make will ever look ugh. And if it looks ugh, why are you eating it? I'm confused. But if it looks and bland, your mouth is not gonna salivate. You're not craving it. You're not grateful for it. You're gonna need to enjoy the food that you eat. You know what I mean? So make that bitch look cute. Put it on the gram. Actually, studies actually show people who take a picture of their meal prior to eating it will most likely say that their food tastes better versus the people that don't take pictures of their meal, which makes me think, are they saying that because they posted it on the gram and now there's pressure for the food to taste better, or does it actually taste better? The world may never know. Next added benefit, you do not overeat your food. Something that I am guilty as.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
So I overeat. Up until recently, I thought that was normal, but I never actually did anything about it because it was actually really, really hard for me to not overeat. Why was it hard to me? Because I was not eating mindfully. Well, ate, because now I'm trying to change that up because I'm trying to live a better life. I stop when I am full and I feel full and I feel good and I've digested, and also it just helps me take breathers. Like I chew it, I swallow it. It's just so peaceful. I don't know how to explain it. Another added benefit, I feel like I kind of said it, but I just want to make it its own thing because I want to emphasize how important it is to chew your food. Eating mindfully helps you chew your food. I sometimes will even catch myself while I'm eating mindfully starting to chew faster and like, because that's just how I'm used to eating, bro. And behold, I have finally accomplished chewing slower. I've been trying to do this for years and years and years, but how can I do it if I have never had the opportunity to do it? I feel that I have lived a life that has been chaotic. I had so much dance stuff. I didn't have a childhood. Well, I did. Dance was my childhood. and my friends. I have a lot of pros that I have to the lifestyle, but dance was so toxic. It was so toxic. The toxic moms. Like if you've watched Dance Moms, Abby Lee is typical. Abby Lee as a dance teacher, that is typical. The involvement, everybody here where they eat, and needed to get away from it. So I came from that, then I went to serving. If you go to a restaurant and you go to a server, I'm talking about a busy restaurant, I'm talking about Miami. I don't know about any other restaurant in the US, but I'm talking about Miami restaurants, when the economy was good, when the economy was thriving here before all the bullshit happened. You go up to a server and you ask them, when was the last time you had water? How much water have you drank today? I guarantee you that they don't remember. They're like, oh my God, yes, I was supposed to drink water like 20 minutes ago and I forgot, because so-and-so asked me for ketchup and I didn't want to forget their ketchup. I put a lot of my guests' personal needs over mine. So if you ask me for a sauce, I said I would pee after I checked up on you, but now you ask me for something and now I can't go pee, and I've been needing to pee for like 20 minutes and I'm literally like I've literally done the pee dance in front of people and people just don't give a and they're like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna pee right next to you. I'm gonna pee on you. Like sometimes I literally have to be like, I'll be right back, and zoom to the bathroom, and I have pissed myself before. I totally have. So if I don't have time to pee, what the fuck makes you think I'm gonna have the time to eat a proper meal? I don't. Period. We didn't. So this is brand new. Thank you for being here. This was my entire week of eating mindfully, and if I could do it, you can do it too, bitch, because I'm telling you, it's hard. It can be hard. I don't want to say it's hard because that's a limiting belief, but it has its challenges when the mental activity gets really intense and persuading, and you're just like, dude, can you just like let me be? Let's just sit here together. Let's sit here together with our uncomfortable feelings, give them a hug, give them some love, and tell them that it's gonna be okay. Take only what you need, never more, never less. Don't be greedy, bitch. Bye.